I've placed a £500 bet at the bookies that I'll live till I'm 100.
David's team, what do you think?
When did you place this bet?
I placed this bet when I was 18 years old.
And what odds did they offer?
They offered odds of 1,000 to 1.
1,000 to 1. And you... Sorry, how much did you bet again?
£500.
So, when you're 100, you stand to gain what?
£47.38.
How old are you now?
I'm 41.
Right, so at 18...
£500,000.
Got it. Well done.
So you're only a couple of years younger than me. At 18, £500 was quite a lot of money back then.
It was.
Where did you get £500 from?
I inherited it from my granddad, who reached the age of 100.
Oh.
And I thought that would be an appropriate thing to do.
Your granddad was 100 before you were 18. How old's your dad when you're 18?
Sorry?
When you were 18... When you were 18, your grandfather was 100?
Yes.
No.
So he was 82. Your grandfather was 82 when you were born, right?
Can we stop calling him Grandad and give him his proper name of Step-Grandad?
Okay.
Show some respect for the dead. He's 100 years old.
He was your step-grandfather.
But you still decided that...
After your grandfather died, your grandmother married a much, much older man.
Well, she was very old. She was very old when she had my...
Yeah.
Why did you decide...
How old was your grandmother when she had your dad?
She
71?
She was 45 when she had my granddad.
Right.
Look, it's a weird family, I'm not going to lie. It's a very weird family.
Why did you decide? It would make sense, that man.
She was 45 when she had...
The maths might make sense, but why did you decide that the genes of your step-granddad would be in you?
£500, that would have got you an airfare to Australia.
23 years
Surely
ago.
you'd have spent it on travelling or something like that. I just can't believe that you would...
Oh, yeah. I was grieving. That was not the time to go flying around the world. There's nothing more upsetting than a step-grandfather dying at 100. I'll be honest with you, none of us expected it.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
It's saying it's a lie.
It's a lie.
Ruth thinks it's a lie, Jason thinks it's a lie. Lee, is it a lie, or were you actually telling us the truth?
It is, in fact, a lie.
No, it's not true, but Lee's going to feel like such an idiot if he does reach 100. Not because he didn't place the bet, but because he'll be wetting himself on a bus and telling strangers he used to be on the telly. Next. Peter Serafinovich.
You're getting out a gun?
My first drink of the morning is always a mixture of tea and coffee. I call it cough tea.
Peter, before you jump in, I couldn't help noticing you put on a pair of sunglasses there. Why?
This is so I don't give away any tells with my eyes. I'll take them off. Okay.
Yeah, you can't...
Yeah, but to be fair, he still looks quite cool.
So, it's disgusting, isn't it? Half tea, half coffee?
I don't like it when you, like, the same teaspoon's used after a coffee into a tea. So to mix the two together, weird.
You like that, do you?
Well, I did it by accident when I was about 8. And my mum was like, what are you doing? But then I had a swig of it.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Can I ask, how do you make it? Do you make the tea in a pot and the coffee in a cafetiere and then pour it? Or do you do an instant and a tea bag?
I've only ever had it with instant. I don't think you'd sort of sully a nice espresso or whatever with a tea bag.
Do you take sugar in your coffee tea?
No, that would be weird.
Sorry. You can have half white sugar and half brown sugar.
Oh, pervert.
What's it called? They had cough tea.
You could have called it toffee. That would have sounded all right.
There's already a thing called toffee. I think the very very fact that he said you wouldn't do it with proper coffee, only instant coffee, shows that he despises it as a concept.
Yeah.
He can't bring himself. Otherwise, if you really meant this about coffee, you'd say, I use the finest coffee and the finest tea.
David?
And I blend them exactly together.
Can I just say, calm down, OK? Calm down, dude.
You sound like you've had too many coffee teas today.
Right, come on, David.
Well, what do you
I
think?
think absolutely it's a lie.
I think it's a lie as well.
Yeah, I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
So...
All right,
Yeah.
Peter, is it the truth or is it a lie?
I was telling the truth.
It was a lie, and he even lied as he told us whether or not it was a lie. Next. No, that's me. Right, here we go. I once stole Catherine Zeta-Jones's dinner money.
Well, of course, you're both Welsh, so you presumably went to the same school.
Yes, applaud that thinly veiled racism.
What age were you?
I would have been school age, young, about, I don't know, 10.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is about... she's 40-odd.
Well, I'm 45.
Yeah,
she was younger than me at school. And is even younger now, apparently.
So you were 10?
You were 10.
She was about 5. You stole a 5-year-old little girl's dinner money at the age of 10. You bastard!
No, I didn't steal it as such. It was a misunderstanding.
Right, what was the misunderstanding? How did her money end up in your hand?
Well, I arrived at school that day, and as I walked into the school, Catherine Zeta-Jones's mother saw me and said, I've forgotten to give Catherine her dinner money. Would you give her the dinner money? And gave the dinner money to me. And I forgot to give her the money, and I spent the money on sweets.
And what was this school?
It was called Swansea School.
Swansea? Swansea School?
It was called Dumbarton.
Oh, not Swansea then, Dumbarton.
In Swansea.
Oh, right.
Have you met her since?
Yes, I have, actually, yes.
And have you had a hilarious...
Oh, tell us about when you met her.
Here's your £3.
I'll tell you that when I met her, this is true. When I met her, which is not to say... which is not to say that the other one isn't true. I met her at the BAFTAs when she won for Chicago, and she had an American accent. That's the story.
Oh, right. Give me my £3 back, Brydon.
So what are you going to say? Truth or lie?
Lie.
Lie. It's got to be a lie.
Lie.
Because,
Say lie.
You're too an honest man not to have gone back and given it to us.
So, David's team.
I think it might be true.
I'll go with what Ruth says.
Yeah, all right. We'll say it's true.
Saying it's true.
Yeah.
You say it's a lie, you say it's true.
so
It
heavy
is true.
Ah.